In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing Season 2, Episode 4 of Hacks, titled The Captain's Wife. Now, the show starts off where Ava is apprehensive about going on a cruise with Deborah. Deborah is booked on a gay cruise. Deborah loves it. She's like, oh, I'm going to use my old material. It's going to nail. It's going to hit home. It's going to be fun. Deborah's very excited, and you can see that. And then she meets Margaret Cho on the way, and Margaret Cho plays herself, and just a quick cameo. And Deborah's like, I thought this was a gay cruise. And Margaret Cho's like, it is. It's a lesbian cruise. So Deborah's thrown for a big loop when Marcus accidentally booked a lesbian cruise and not a gay guy cruise. This entire episode was very different than what you actually see or want to believe. Basically, Deborah is worried because the lesbians don't get her material at all, and she hasn't played to a woman crowd for a very long time, and she's more rattled, so to speak, when Marty, accidentally FaceTimes her. But Deborah loves Marty, and Ava's trying to still fit in, but Ava has this liking to two other lesbians that are on this ship. Not a boat, it's a ship, which is the recurring joke on this episode. And Ava just enjoys her popularity now on, this cruise ship. And you can see that she starts mingling around, and Deborah's like, so they have a drink, Deborah and Ava. Deborah gets on stage, starts singing, you make me feel like a natural woman. And she hits it off with the lesbians on this cruise, and it's just really, really interesting. And Ava's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And Ava and Deborah have a heart-to-heart about what it is to be queer, lesbian, binary, the whole aspect of what the Kinsley method is and everything, and it's really eye-opening for sure. Other than that, the underlining story is that Marcus is at a gay club with his friends, and he sees his, ex, and he goes up to him, and he's on Molly, and he's like, dancing this and that. And he doesn't understand what happened. So he comes in from a night out, and he finds that there's pills on the ground. All of a sudden, we find out that Joe, the puppy, got to the pills, takes him to the vet, and Marcus is like going crazy. So now back on the cruise ship, Deborah does her bit and act, and it's going good. It's going good. But then she bombs. She hits certain chords with certain people and everything, and then she says something to the one woman. Is like, oh, no, evidently I am married. I'm married to the captain. And she's like, oh, bring him. I love a man in uniform. He's like, oh, she's a lesbian or she's a woman. And it's like, the captain's wife. So that's why the episode is called The Captain's Wife. So Ava, goes out the next day in the morning, 10 a.m. to, with this lesbian couple. And, she's getting it on with them. And all of a sudden, Deborah's like, come on, Ava, let's go. Where? It's like, what happened? Well, the people on the cruise ship, the lesbian women, voted Deborah off of the ship. And Ava's like, no, this can't happen now. So Ava and Deborah are, taken off the cruise ship, and Molly kicks in that she took, and she just starts dancing and stuff. She just starts, liking it. And Deborah gets on the phone with Marcus, and, Marcus is trying to apologize. I can't believe what happened. I just let you sign it. I should have read it. And Deborah's like, oh, you know what? Just come on the tour with me. It'll be good for you and stuff like that. And this way, and then Marcus is like, okay, all right, fine. So then Marcus actually tells the vet to, like, can my mother pick up the dog, the puppy? And the vet's like, yeah, you can. She can. So it's interesting. So Marcus is going to be evidently the new tour bus manager on this tour with Deborah, and weed is ousted. It's a very deep episode about finding yourself, being gay, lesbian. Very well written episode, might I add, and really, really funny at times, but also emotional and heartfelt too. We're trying to understand the aspect, especially with the conversation that Deborah and Ava had about being queer. How to, have you always loved men? Have you always loved women? It's interesting. I loved it. It's really well written, and I'm curious to see what happens now. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Season 2, Episode 4 of Hacks, titled The Captain's Wife. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think now is going to happen that Marcus is now coming on to the tour with Deborah and Ava? Do you think Deborah is still going to give the cold shoulder to Ava? And what do you see happening now, especially with only 4 episodes left? Remember, season 2 is only 8 episodes, and the season finale is the 8th episode. Season 1 was 10 episodes. Season 1 is streaming now, all episodes. Season 2 is currently streaming as of this review. And listen, enjoy it. It's funny. Gene Smart is great. Hannah Eibender is even hilarious. And seeing all these cameos, appearances by these comedic actors, these actresses, is really, really fun. So like I said, let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked. And I'll see you guys in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my episode 5 and 6 review of Hacks.